अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्लास 8। तो आज हम लोग क्लास 8 का चैप्टर 1 स्टार्ट करेंगे। इसके क्वेश्चन आंसर्स बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। ठीक है, चैप्टर 1 है इकोलॉजी, यानी कि आपके इर्द गिर्द का माहौल। लेट्स स्टार्ट द क्वेश्चंस। सो क्लास 6 क्वेश्चन नंबर 1 ऑफ फर्स्ट चैप्टर इज व्हाट आर इकोलॉजिकल pyramids? Answer is the different feeding level of organisms in an ecosystem are called trophic levels. That is, producers, herbivores, and primary carnivores. Biologists express the trophic relationship by the diagram that take the shape of pyramids. These diagrams are thus called ecological or biological pyramids. Okay. Question number 2 is what is predation? Answer: consumers that actively hunt other organisms are called predators. The organisms upon which predator feed are called prey, and this process is called predation. Question number 3 is differentiate between oxygen and carbon cycle. Answer is आप डिफ्रेंशिएट बोले आपको जब भी कोई, तो आपने दरमियान में एक लाइन लगा कर उसकी दोनों साइड्स पे उसके आंसर लिखने होते हैं। ठीक है, तो एक साइड पे हमने ऑक्सीजन साइकिल लिखा एंड द सेकंड साइड इज़ कार्बन साइकिल। ओके, ऑक्सीजन साइकिल दे आर नेचुरली प्रेजेंट इन द एटमॉस्फेयर इन द फॉर्म ऑफ कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड एंड ऑक्सीजन. When plant prepare in photosynthesis, they take in carbon in the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide. In this process, they also release oxygen to the atmosphere. And then carbon cycle, during this respiration, they take in oxygen from the atmosphere and release carbon dioxide in that. Okay, differentiate का second part है food chain and food web. Number 1 is food chain. Production of food and the feeding relationship among organisms at different levels from a chain called food chain. It's a food web. The relationship or interaction between different organisms can be expressed more accurately as the food web shown. When all animals feed in more than one food chain, their food chain are joined together to make a food web. Okay, next question. Write any one of the solution of environmental problems. Answer is plantation of trees and proper dumping of waste products are easy solution to various environmental problems. Solution: these problems can be solved by banning hunting, protecting habitats, setting up nature reserve, and reducing pollution. Next question is name some of factors which can cause ecological imbalance. Answer is introduction of a new species, overhunting, storage of water supply, and migration. Okay, the next questions are constructed response question. We have done these 5 questions and now we are doing the constructed response questions. Let's do it. Constructed response questions. How carbon and oxygen cycles are help for the environment. Okay, and next अब इसी के फिर से हम लोग डिफरेंशिएट की तरह बनाएंगे दो इसके कॉलम्स, कार्बन साइकिल एंड ऑक्सीजन साइकिल्स. कार्बन is also an essential element of living. Carbon is used again in process called the carbon cycle. Plants take in carbon dioxide from the air through leaves. Oxygen cycle. Oxygen is a major component of living. Every living being uses oxygen for living. It is used again and again in a process termed as oxygen cycle. Animal and humans take in oxygen from the air. Next question. Is the sun the main source of energy for life on the earth? Explain. Answer is yes, the sun is a globe of gas, mostly hydrogen element. It is the center of solar system and gives the earth light and heat. The behavior of animals and life cycle of plants and animals are influenced by the availability of sunlight. Next question. What would be the effect of overhunting? Overhunting of one animal species causes an abundance of the other, hence leading to an imbalance in the natural ecosystem and the food chain. Okay, the constructed questions are also done. So now we are going to investigate. Next part is investigate. Investigate question number 1 is, what would happen if we will not work to reduce global warming? Answer is increasing the average temperature of the earth every year. Point number 2, ice in the polar regions and at the mountains melt. Point number 3, climate of many regions of the world is also changing. And point number 4 is, the global warming is thus a threat to the life on. Next question, why do the producers occupy the base of the pyramid? Answer is, producers are at the bottom of the ecological pyramid because they are able to transform the sun's energy into a large amount of plant energy through the process of photosynthesis. Producers are the base of energy for most food chain and food webs. Next question, hypothesize what would happen in the ecosystem if the population of one of the species is affected. Answer, competition occurs when two or more individuals or population attempts to use the same resource of environment, for example food, water, shelter or sunlight.